is Beth, and I'm Eric's wife. And I have 3 awesome kids with Eric. 3 awesome kids that resemble Eric, and all differently.
Hi, I'm Tyler Visser. I am 17 years old.
I'm Abby. I'm 12.
My name is Emily Visser. My favorite color is blue.
Some of the favorite things about him was how much he relied on God, and I also loved hitting softballs and playing volleyball, doing sporting events with him.
He used to I would be walking and then he would run up behind me, then he'd hug me and swing me around.
When we would do homeschooling together, I'd sit in that chair and we'd go over and he'd make sure I had everything down. It was fun.
Whenever we were laying down and we were about to go to bed, he would call everyone in the room and ask if we would pray and stuff.
We'd go on bike rides and bonfires and swim. He was really funny. He made me laugh a lot, and I was just really excited whenever I got to see him.
I loved the way that he would cuddle with us.
I have a memory of when we were all home and a man came knocking on our front door. He wanted money, and Eric wasn't going to give him money at the time, but he offered him a plate of food, got on the front porch and just talked about his struggles and told the guy about a loving God that helped him in times of need and how we could help him out too.
If he was walking on the street, there would be someone walking by, and then my dad would always run up to him and ask if he wanted to go to church with him.
He was just always so kind. I remember going to hit softballs with him, and there would always be little kids that would be standing there watching. He'd always pitch them balls and help them swing. Just kind of let them play and have fun.
He's really loving.
Very Christ-like.
Kind-hearted.
He's funny, caring,
Got big hands.
and happy.
He's got a very bright smile.
And he liked to help a lot of people.
Eric has always been a man after God's heart. He really just sought that out every day. And we started to seek that out as a family constantly.
One of the things that he shared with me that was the big thing was he said, focus more on God more than the things around in this world.
The way he acted was he always put God as number one. That he always prayed. He prayed a lot, and it kind of it's inspiring, I guess.
How thankful he was with everything.
He loved people no matter what they looked like, no matter what race they had, because he didn't care about that. He cared about the heart.
He taught us to think differently and to be more bold and intentional.
You can tell he's really loving. You could just tell. I don't know.
He didn't really care about the past. He wanted people to be with God in the future.
Just like he wanted you to be there.
And if we're not bringing others to Christ, then what's the point? And that is what would make his heart cry. Just trying to sacrifice yourself so that God can do his work through you. You know, you just hope that others will see Jesus through that. Really what Eric longed for, to not be the lead, to just let Jesus be the lead. Even when people would say, Eric, you know, you're such a great dad and things like that, it wasn't about him being a great dad, or to him it wasn't about being a great husband, but it was just being who Jesus would want him to be. And yes, doing just that made him great.
The thing about my dad that I want everyone to remember is how good he is at putting others first, and just loving on others for himself.
that he would have wanted us to all have a good time and wanted us to hear about what heaven was like.
Eric was living for eternity, and we all should be living for eternity. I have tears because I have memories, and yes, I miss my best friend, but my tears come from more joy than they do anything sorrow. If they ask why was Eric the way that he was, it's because he put Jesus first. It was all God's story, not his.